Yeah, coming to the confession table. Haven't been here in a minute. Like to discuss some things, get it off my chest. But you know, you know how this YouTube is. I've been in these streets listening, you know, building my content behind the wall, um, trying to get these guests lined up. You know, the real estate agent, Ramon Williams. I'm actually gonna bring him back up for another powwow session. Um, I actually have a guy that I honestly I've been dealing with this guy for a minute. I'm trying to see if I can get him up. He's a home inspector, and just get him come on the profile. And I might end up start paying people to come up because a lot of people donate their time, and it's beneficial if they get more people to work with them to come in and enjoy Professor in the building. How you doing, go Professor? But I'm gonna start, like I said, paying these people for their time because you know, at the end of the day, they're taking time out of their schedule, and if they're getting the benefit from it by locally people are dealing with them, then it's a plus. You know, I've been in seminars where a lot of these people I've met, and dealing with real estate, dealing with financial decisions, and and that's the thing. I'm gonna probably interview some YouTubers. Get in touch with them, talk with them. They come through Atlanta because I just want to have the discussion amongst the men and the women as well. Women they need to be in the space to be talked about as well. Well, I'm sorry, talked to as well as the men. But my main focus, like Gold Professor say, the black man and his family. Not getting it twisted for those who kind of cliche to want to be known, the name as women. If you're a part of the black man's family, then it's just for you, you know. But my channel is not gender based. My channel is not, for the most part, all the way race based because there are a lot of, white, Filipino, Mexican, whomever can gain something from this as well. But I don't even know. I might not even leave this up. But the whole point, you know, like I said, my channel is going in a different direction. I want people to come over, gain some type of knowledge, and just have the conversation with understanding that the things that you're going to be doing over here are going to be more beneficial for you than harmful. So just getting on board and working with people is going to be a great thing. You know, having people I can discuss, have conversations with, and overall have an understanding is going to be a wonderful thing. You know, I was just talking with Kane the God earlier off the off the tube in real life, and it's like he took a break. I'm a, I've been taking my breaks a little on and off, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and take me a little vacation. You know, start my second season because actually that's what I'm doing. Actually revamping the channel, so it's gonna be my second season. Coming in, and I'm gonna start trying to focus on more topics that's gonna you know help push you know people in the right direction. So starting off, I'm gonna have some great conversations with people, get them involved, you know, get a lot of understanding of what's going on with the money. Because at the end of the day, I want people to have an understanding what's going on, Temple. That the money that we bringing in, learning how to keep it, not letting it go out so much. You know, there's other ways. I mean, my biggest, I'm looking at life insurance generational. Um, actually gonna be doing something. Believe it or not, I'm gonna talk about it. Listening to Alonzo. was talking about that deal that he had with the guy, $10 million for 3,500 a month. I did the math. It's like less than a half a million. But to get that from just dealing with, people, the ticket that I'm looking at is guys working together to make that possible, you know, and have a group, as far as like my family. We all put together for this life insurance. What's going on, Tom? And we make this happen. When it comes down to it, I always talk about I got, three policies. Actually, one of my policies, universal policy. I tell people look it up. Universal index goes off the S&P 500. I got Lincoln, who actually gives Alonzo can vouch for it. 7% interest per month return on my investment. And, just overall, I have the policy till I'm 78. I have 3 million in it. A little bit over 50, it's gonna be close to a million. At the end of the day, I keep pushing this life insurance because due to inflation, money, you're gonna need it to be at a certain level. I talked to a family member and I told them, if you put money into a life insurance policy, what are you actually putting it in there for? I actually should start selling life insurance because, man, I mean, I push and talk about it so much. I mean, she was basically wanting a policy to have some money later on, but she told me that she was only going to be putting in a certain amount. I just say that, and they're going to give her like 20,000 when she turned 80. And I'm like, you're 60 in 20 years, you get 20,000. So that's $1,000. Take $1,000. Let's fraction that off to 1 year. So actually, you're getting 1,000 every year. So actually, what are you putting in the policy to even get that? You know, Mike, as Smooth call you, is it Micah? Mikey? Micah? Just making sure I want to pronounce the name right. Sir Badiah, what's going on? But yeah. So she basically was getting into the issue of she was gonna be putting in, let's just say it's $20 or something like that, and let's see, because even fraction it out, let me do some math real quick, because 1,000 can't even divide it like that easily into 12. Okay, so I got the math. You're gonna be looking at $83 and some change a month. So let's just say $84. $84 a month to get you $1,000. And you're gonna take that thousand, put it in an account for 20 years. And at the end of the 20 years, you get 20,000. Due to inflation, $20,000 is not even enough now. And you're willing to take $80 and try to get 20,000 in 20 years? Like I said, it's like $1,000 a year. Where's the interest? I mean, what are you gaining off of the money? Unless she's putting in 20 and the interest on that is giving her that for that. So I mean, $50. Let's say she put in 50 and every month she get an extra 20 some bucks. Like other than that, I don't see it. I'm listening. Hey, truth as I know it. But yeah, I had that conversation with her and I was like, if you're trying to get money, $20,000 is gonna be nothing in 20 years. 20,000 is nothing now. I said more or less, if you're trying to get money, you need to put in more money. You're 60 years old, you need to be putting in at least over 100 some dollars at minimum, you know. And then going into it, if you want to be buried, yeah, 20,000 is good enough for your burial. But if you're looking to get that money and return back to you and doing something with it, that 20,000 is gonna be nothing. Like that's why I was trying to get people to understand. Alonzo, he tries to give the information, but he gets tired of people talking the talk and not walking the walk. Vivian, what's going on? The cost of living in Atlanta, it depends on what you make it. Because I mean, the market now on renting is getting higher. Average three bedroom is around 1,500 to 1,500. In an apartment, average bedroom apartment is anywhere from 15 to $2,000 right now, and that's in a predominantly good area. If you're looking in a rough area, you know, at minimum on a three bedroom, $1,200. I'll say push 1,000 with a little rough area for a three bedroom, but at minimum that. And pretty much depending on the job. Lexus car dude, what's going on? But at minimum, depending on how you live, because a lot of people they live very they live on a budget. I mean, honestly, they live on a budget. So you can be working at McDonald's and doing overtime. You can afford a car note. You know, get you a little small little car, pay 200-300 a month. 100 and something for the insurance. My prime example, my son, he's 21. He got a car note with two and some change, insurance 400 and something, almost close to $400 and all that together. You know, pay 300 for rent because he stayed with a family member just helping him out and stuff. 300 because he got a sick dog and stuff, so a little more because of the dog situation. But he wants to be a little more independent. He's around his uncle's group of guys, so he's giving them that money just to chill. So you picture he's making about close to anywhere 450 to 5 a week, 2,000 for the month. He's paying five, let's say four on the car, three on the house, and then he does his door dashing and stuff in between time. You can actually afford it in Atlanta. Not I mean, he works for Amazon doing the deliveries. It's not that bad, you know. It depends on the area you stay in as well, you know, because houses are cheap. I mean, depending on renting a house, they still have rental properties somewhere, in the area at close to 1,500 for a three bedroom. Some of them are 12. Depends. The 12s are running quick. Anybody rent a house for a three bedroom less than 1,200 is going probably within the first 2 days. The guy who I did the real estate meetup, he was saying that. I think I hit Vivian. Oh, let me see if I didn't holler at you, Vivian. Vivian in the house. But 7-7 was going on. Been checking out your channel. But yeah, when it comes down to it, hey, plain and simple. It's all about where you want to live. The guy I had on the channel, he basically said if you see a house been on the market for 30 days, 9 times out of 10, don't even apply for it. It takes 10 days for them to process the application and everything. So within those 10 days, they probably go through 20 applications that they're not refunding the application fee back. They'll just go ahead and say 50 because it's a good deal. People are shooting applications on them and you don't qualify. They got to go through the process, see if you qualify, and if you don't, they got to move to the next person. You know, then they got to see after qualifying, can uh qualify. Do you have the money for it? Cool. Once within them 10 days they do that, like I said, you got 60 people applying. Some of those application fees are $75. Some of them are $100. So 60 people, that's $600. Guess who keeps that $600? The people who are processing the stuff for the companies that who rent the house out for these people. They're keeping those application fees. Or it might be the homeowner themselves that's doing it. They're keeping that application fee. So in the end, it's like you putting all this money in there thinking that you're gonna get this house. But like he said, if a house been on the market for so long, a lot of people that's putting in don't even qualify. I was literally talking to a customer I was doing the job for. She was telling me her credit score. I just schooled her on game, and I was like, I'm gonna do a live about this. And I talked to her. I did it on my live before, but and the same thing. Her credit score was 590. I told her, I said, okay, I'm gonna boost your credit score. Go to My Club Jewelers. My Club Jewelers is it's a jeweler club where they sell jewelry. But the thing of it is, they got the hookup to where if you buy something from them, they give you a 500, I mean a $5,000 credit limit, but you got to pay $100 for the membership. I did it when I built my credit. I got it from Erica Williams. There's other companies, what's it called, Hutchinson Chase, or some other place, but I just used my club juice. So I bought $150 earrings. They real high on the jewelry and the watches and stuff, but it's just some trinket I just bought to get my wife some earrings. Paid 150 for the earrings. Paid $100 for the membership. I had for a whole year $5,000 credit on there. It showed me paying off the jewelry that I had. So it showed that I purchased, then I made payments on my credit to where I paid it off in 3 months. Then turned around, um, went to my cousin. My cousin got a real high credit score, $10,000 credit card limits. I told her do that. I said go be an authorized user on someone's card. Tell them to keep the card. Don't even use the card. Tell them to keep the card. All you want is to be on there as an authorized user. Tell them to use the card twice just for gas, pay it off, and that's it. Hell, I give the person $40 to go get them some gas in their car. It's a benefit. It's helping me out. A lot of people want to get on somebody's card, not look at that it's benefiting you. Why not give them $50 to $100? Because you're going to be on that person's credit until they take you off. So another thing, boost your credit score. And with all people, secure cards. Going in getting a $500 secure card ain't nothing. Getting $1,000 is okay, but um, I gotta take. Yeah, but it's nothing. It's nothing. Going on Absalom, D Hodges in the building. You know, but 1,500 is a little better. They see that they're gonna work with that with your credit. So you take that 5,000 and 2,500, whatever you want to do, close to a higher amount. Have that for 6 months to a year. Whatever company you're dealing with, they're gonna actually try to give you a credit card for that amount because they see you steady paying back the money that you pull out because it's your money. It's a secure credit card. So you're basically spending your money. What's going on, underrated? You taking that? That's how you boost up your credit. Anything on your credit, a lot of people don't know this. You can dispute it. Over 7 years, you can tell them take it off. If it's the wrong address, you don't stay there no more. They gotta take it off. All these dispute laters we don't know about because we're not on the channels looking at this stuff. We're more focused on the fun and the laughter. It's cool, but I'd rather start giving more content regarding helping people to fix their credit. I don't want to see a 65-year-old man on my channel trying to fix his credit at 65 when this information and all this stuff been available for you. Mark Nash, shout out to Mark Nash, good brother, man. Everybody. No, I found Mark Nash too underrated. Good brother. I'm always over there checking out the boxing talk, checking out the reality, talking about sports, talking about current events. Shout out to Mark Nass. Underrated gave me to him. Underrated's a good cat, man. I shout out Mark Nash. I met him through underrated and stuff. Everything was good, man. Underrated good cat. Always same tote with the boxing, you know, the men's talk, all that, man. So at the end of the day, we here, Absalom. And like Absalom being the ducked off man with his channel. You know, he be out there, he push it. Then a lot of times he just be ducked off giving that content, man. Having those celebrity videos he be mastering and putting together. I shout out to Absalom. He be kidding, he be getting it in. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, man, like I said, I'm trying to push my channel in a different way, man. Because at the end of the day, I keep telling guys, with the gender war, nobody's gonna win. Nobody's winning. The men are not going to win the gender war. The women are not going to win the gender war. It's going to always be a stalemate. Because from day one, I've always said this. If the community gets better, it's going to be with the men. The men are who? The protectors, the providers. We financially there for the people. So if we get together and we get our stuff and get it done, guess what's going to follow behind? You know, not the women. Nothing. It's just nothing's falling behind us but us. We're gonna got our stuff together and we're progressing in life. That's why I keep talking about like, God said something about me saying knowledge of self. There's no shot to anybody that's a 5%er. You know, I understand you guys, I know the way you move. I rock like this. Knowledge of self to me is along the lines of knowing who you are. So that's why I always say when I talk knowledge of self, knowing who you are. Hey, good ticket right there. That's what I'm talking about. And so, like I say, with knowledge itself, I just always push that. Knowing who you are. I can't go into a relationship with somebody else if I don't know who I am. Basically, I'm going into a relationship telling the woman, I'm the man, listen to me, woo woo woo. But then when she say, I need your help on this, I can't do it. Well, I can't do it either. Who we gonna call? You the man. You the dude in the relationship she counting on. So just that's it. You know, like I say, as far as the women, shout out to Eyes, love to talk. And as far as the women on in this topic, I had a woman. I was on a panel, well, her chat, and she was saying about she had put a video up about not being submissive to a man. I said, cool. You ain't gotta be submissive. Cliche with words, whatever it is. But the point of it is, when it come down to it, hey, I'm gonna be the leader. You know, And there was no rebuttal behind it because I said, with me being the leader, I'm gonna be the one that's stepping out, going doing the extra hours while you at home with kids or without kids. You're gonna be resting. You might be cooking and doing a little something, but you're gonna be resting. I'm gonna go extra. I'm gonna go work those extra hours to get that overtime. When the tire needs to be changed, you're not out there, you know, jacking up the car, putting in, getting the tires and stuff. I'm gonna be doing that. When something needs fixing, if I can do it, guess what? I'm gonna be doing that. When a woman wants to be the leader, she can change that tire. She can go out there, work those extra hours while her man go home. He might even cook hell if the roles get switched. Like I tell my wife, if she wants to be the leader, I'm gonna play that game. Go ahead. Go work them extra hours. Go cut the grass. Go change the tires. Go take out the trash. All the stuff that women don't like doing. Taking out the trash, cutting the grass, all that stuff. Most of the women do it when they single anyway. So they feel as if they don't have no choice. So they're gonna continue doing it and push it into the relationship. What that means, if you the leader, you got to be the ruler over all that stuff, the money, everything. When something go wrong, you can't ordain and say, baby, this and this happened. What we gonna do? That's the leader job. The leader job to say, dang, it's messed up, but I'm gonna handle it. So a lot of women they kind of take it, you know, to heart when a man always pushing this leader and they this and that, but it's because they carry a lot of weight on their shoulders. Like I always talk about my wife. I got a lot of this insurance for my wife. So if something happened to me, we all know that in a two-parent household, we talk about this two-parent household stuff all the time. But if one parent is not there, you're used to living off of two incomes. It's kind of hard going back to one. See, if you're single and you're working and doing everything yourself, you might be squeezing the money, you might be living a little comfortably, but it comes that time when you get into that relationship, it's built. You know, both of you guys are working together. And when it comes down to it, that's the big thing. Walk through with me. Hey, how's it going? But that's the big thing of working together. And like I tell people, I got that life insurance. So if something ever happens to me, my wife won't have that burden of trying to go back out here, trying to find another man or trying to make it work when she only living off of one income. That's what I'm giving to her. And me and one of the brothers, we talked offline. I'm not gonna say his name, but he said that is his mission to actually provide that for a woman, you know, to be that shelter for her. And the women that he talked to, some of them see it and don't care, but some of them do see it, and it's like they don't know what to deal. Like they want that protection, but it's like they're losing out on freedom by going under the, let's say, a dictatorship of a man, because this man is telling you what to do. That's what we're gonna push it on the harsh slip as a dictatorship, because he's telling you what to do. He's putting structure into your life, and you're not gonna like that. A lot of people don't want their feet held to the fire for their actions in this space. When you talk something good, politics, you know, getting healthy, exercising, you know, watching your behavior, stuff like that. Shout out to Gold Professor and his channel, the 9 laws of self-govern. You know, rule number one is discipline. Rule number two, protect yourself. Rule number three, apply selfishness. Just with those three things starting off the rip, you got to have discipline the way you move in life. You got to have discipline to get up to go to work in the morning. You got to have discipline, just to even see another day. There are many people who just got up one day and just walked in front of a car and just ended it all. You got to have some type of structure to your life. Protect yourself. So, that's why I say my balance on this is, creating the space more knowledgeable. Like I said, I came to this space for the knowledge. Things have changed from throughout, I've been listening in and out the space, but I still stand on that. I came for the knowledge. Yeah, I'm gonna get my input to where it see fit. I go to a lot of channels that a lot of men, you know, have this issue with women and their behaviors. You're not gonna change them. Just learn to just move on. Because there are some men, like I say about women. Some of these women, like they say, they hit the wall. Some of these men hit the wall. Being honest, you know, when it comes down to it, it's either you active, you know, you getting the job done, or you're not. I don't have time to where if a woman don't respect me, I'm ending the relationship. The relationship shouldn't even got that far to where a woman disrespects you. If you see it coming, leave. BGS always talks about taking the L. You know, Big O, shout out to you. BGS always talks about take. Oh man, I can't miss a Buki Cabal. What's going on, man? Seeing you slid on in there through the comments. I see now. But yeah, taking the L. We all go through stuff, man. Take that L. I'm not gonna keep digging a hole knowing that this my grave. That's what a lot of guys are doing. You're trying to force something in this relationship and it's not working. Just take the L. You know, it's better to take it now than to take it 20 years. You know, nothing's perfect. Like I tell guys, I don't push marriage with depending. It's you. It's up to you. I can't say every man needs to be married. That's not true. I can't say every woman needs to be married. She might want to be married, but her attitude says something different. So, like I said, it's up to the person. You know, like I said, my thing is a lot of people haven't been taught. I always talk about my cousin. You know, dude ain't worked in 5 years. 40. No, I'm sorry, 51 years old. Well, 50, finna be 51 this year. Hasn't worked in 5 years since he was 45. Quit his job. He had profit sharing, 401k. He put so much into that. He's living off that. Plus, he's already had like savings regardless before that. The guy has what a 525 card note each month. He has, the regular utilities and bills. Him and his wife split in the house. I think he said his bills is like 1,500 a month. Plus all his extra little habits and spending from cigarettes. He don't drive as much. He don't go too many places no more. So he's paying a car note. Like, dude, his car got less than 5,000 miles on it. Less than 5,000. And he got that car actually 2 years after he left his job. But maybe three, no, it was 3 years. 3 years after he left, he went into the dealership. They asked him about the car situation. They didn't check. This is how we know some things about these dealerships and stuff. They didn't check nothing, man. All they asked him was his job information. He gave that stuff. They asked him could he make the payments. Yeah, he granted that he has his job that he do hustling on the side, but he's not really putting in that much work. He's relegating the work to other people to do, and they're just giving him his kickback on it. So literally, what's going on? But literally, this guy like hasn't worked in 5 years for the most part, and he's still living a comfortable life. Like, how do you get that way? His mom was in finance. She owned her own store. My cousin, which is his sister, she owned her own a school supply store all 4 years of high school. She was selling supplies to the teachers, to the school. Like she literally had the school coming to her buying certain things that she got. She was wholesaling the stuff and selling it through the school in high school, supplying teachers, supplying certain faculty members, students, everything. Same thing with my cousin. He started his own business when he started having kids. He started his own business because he was like, "How am I going to start being able to go to recitals? How am I going to start putting my kids in sports where I can always be there? I have to have my own business. I have to be like my mom and my dad." My uncle did the same thing. He had a regular job and he worked part time. I seen this flyer that he used to have back in the day. The flyer said, "Pest control will travel, have gun." And I was laughing and I was like, oh, yeah, because of racism back in the day. You go to somebody's house, you don't know what's going to happen. But he let people know I have a gun on the flyer. I'm coming to protect myself. I'm coming to do a job. But if all else fails, I'm still protecting myself. But going back to him, like, dude, 5 years is still going. I told him, I said, how long? He's like, I don't know. I might start working next year. It depends. Stuff like literally, I'm almost like uh, what was it? What was old boy name? I think it was a Kane. Uh, and what's his name? I think I forgot the dude in Men's Society. I know it was Kane and the other guy, dog, whatever. And they was asking, Too Short, how much work y'all got in the back? He was like, enough. That's how he presented. Like, I got enough money. Like, how much you got? Enough. Like, he can get the job done. That's the crazy part. He can actually get the job done, man. And so at the end of the day, all else fail, man. That's why I keep saying I'm trying to go back into this money thing. You know, crypto, all this stuff is good. Yeah, I'll talk about it a little bit, but that's new stuff. You know, it's gonna be up and down. Shinubu coin is the biggest thing now. Bitcoin is starting to rise back up. Then we can look and see if China's still messing with Bitcoin because we hearing about that. China did when China said that they stopped messing with Bitcoin, it dropped. Then China started gradually pulling them back in. Guess what? It's going back up. Inflation, whatever, all people know these little different. At the end of the day, the new stuff is gonna be up and down. A lot of people are hiding their money in cryptocurrency. A lot of people looking at flipping houses. A lot of people looking at wholesale. I heard on Dave Ramsey, a 16-year-old kid is making $50,000 a month. It's in his eighth month. The first 3 months he made like 7 and 10, but he got 3 stores now and got some type of method to where he got it down packed. He's making 50,000, and it's not on no low end stuff like selling brushes. I can tell you that it's got to be high end merchandise. 3D printers are getting big now. A lot of that stuff. So at the end of the day, like I'm saying, TMHC, Mother Earth, how you doing? But like I said, at the end of the day, I'm not even dealing with this whole gender talk. Like I said, it's funny that we arguing like this is YouTube. I keep saying that. Me and Kane, we had these discussions. This is YouTube. There's nobody I can argue. Like honestly, me and James had a little dispute, and I just said some little slick stuff to him. But in the end, I was gonna just drop off. But then I was like, it's not even that heavy. Like we're not even arguing to the point where like I don't just make him be quiet by getting off, you know. And I'm like, dude, I don't have to argue with nobody on no panels. Hey Karen, what's going on, Kareem? But I don't have to argue with nobody on the panels. Like I'm mellow chill, man. Like seriously. I just went to a wedding yesterday, man. It was crazy. Like we was out in farmland with 200 acres. Like I'm out here living, man. Good. I jump on YouTube, put some little information, hear some stuff, get some feedback on things, and that's it. Other than that, I don't gotta argue with guys on YouTube. I can literally just jump off, stay off for 6 months, maybe even just my whole life. Don't even have to go back on YouTube. Don't even have to go on social media. I rarely post on my Facebook. Like I might share a video or two there from YouTube or a article I read just in my phone being bored. I'm always working. Like literally, I worked today, went to a party, finna go home, you know, do some little stuff around the house, get ready for my main job tomorrow. Like I don't got time for a lot of this stuff, man. Like I hear the arguments, but you can speak my name, but I might come on just to check the temperature just to see. But like some guys was talking about me one time before I came on the panel, it was hush hush. I'm like, nah, keep the same energy. What we talking about? I'm not even a beef dude. Like I'm petty. I'm petty. I could be real petty, but other than that, like this beef stuff online is crazy. I would never literally see half like 3/8 well, I was gonna say 3/4 of people on YouTube I would probably never meet or talk to outside of just commenting from them or on a live chat. Bitcoin L, what's going on, man? Yeah, we in the building talking about money. But yeah. So at the end of the day, a lot of the people I am talking to, giving my number to, we build it. We talking about like I keep like referring me and Kane, we've been talking business and stuff for a minute, like doing stuff. And I'm laughing because I'm like, this what the guys on YouTube should be doing. Like building yourself, building your money. This connection to where we're on here, we should be giving out information. I had a guy on here. I don't I don't have a baby mama. I don't have no kids on child support, but I'm giving people information about stuff like that. Where am I getting that from? Friends, uncles, family members that go through this stuff. I'm relaying the message. This is what you need to do when you get on child support. This is what you need. I told literally my two of my friends I was getting on them, telling them about putting themselves on child support. They was like, hell no, nah, man, I never do that. I said, man, be proactive. Go put yourself on child support, man. Put yourself on child support. You ain't got to worry about some things, man. So at the end of the day, there you go. We're gonna show the judge that, man, look, I just want to take care of my kid. Ain't about all that. So she take you out child support, cool. But the judge gonna, hey, this guy came and put himself on child support. This guy's coming to do this. This guy coming to do that. Cool. Most of the women they try to get off child support anyway because they know you're a good dude. You're gonna be giving way more money than what the child support people gonna give you. When they start yelling, it's not enough. I'm like, hey, probably should have stayed in the relationship. Probably should have stayed in a relationship. You know. But like I say, the crazy part, man, when it comes to this money, like I said, talk to the lady. Even with the home warranty, I was telling her, she didn't even understand that. Like, you buy a house, you get a home warranty, it's gonna take care of your appliances, maintenance stuff, AC, little stuff like that. Hey, you're gonna have like little fixing projects that you want to do, you save your money up for. But all that major stuff, the home warranty is gonna cover that. Roof repair. Go through your warranty, or you can go through your insurance, homeowners insurance. Fix a damaged roof. A lot of people don't know that. They think they got to come out of pocket with it. You know, like I said, man. At the end of the day, uh, there's a lot of shit. A lot of people don't know. Saving money, like something simple as saving money. You know, everybody do this whole thing. Put $5 a day, wait for a day, and it'll do this. And I'm like, why not take $5 every every week? Or I mean, let's say take five, let's put it in $25 a week. You know, put that into a life. Then what? Then what we gonna do? Take that money and save it for the family. Say you can actually take the life insurance and use it as a savings. You know, to where if you don't die, you gonna get the money back anyway. Lonzo gave me some good life insurance for my kids, but I took a different approach. I'm like, look, I want it this way to where my kids not only get money if they choose to take the money out later on, but they can actually have money to where if they have a family, this structured already for them. You know, like I say, I'm not ashamed. I tell people I got this life insurance specifically for my wife, to where if I die, I know that most 9 times out of 10, when men die or when women die, my wife got life insurance also for her, to where if something happens, I get some money as well. It's not more than me. It's not up to my part that I have, because I'm gonna be the one taking care of her. Man, I should have been up here. Yeah, that's no way. But yeah, man. But at the end of the day, I mean, like I said, the money's gonna be for her. So 9 times out of 10, like I say, we all know that aunties and stuff. Uncle died. Who's been paying the bills in the house? The uncle, right? So when he dies, guess what? Bills ain't getting paid like that no more. You know, what's gonna happen? The family gotta move out the house. They what the women call it, their forever house. Or men might say my dream house or whatever, or just in general, a house that you've been staying in, that you've raised your family in. Now you gotta potentially move out because you don't have enough money to pay the mortgage. And it's better to go ahead and sell the house, which I don't get. A lot of people lose their house on principle for being stupid and stubborn. Why sit up there and let the bank foreclose and take your house because you're trying to hustle up the money? Once you see you can't afford it, get money from it. Get your equity, all this stuff out, sell the house, get some money from it, then just letting the bank take it. So many people I talk to, they say, yeah, man, they foreclosed on the house, this and that. And I'm like, why? Well, such had the house in their name, and they were stubborn. I was talking to one of my partners. He told me his grandma's mortgage was $500 a month. She couldn't trust none of her kids to go pay a $500 mortgage, and she lost her house while she was in the hospital. And before she even got out, she ended up passing. That house was left to the kids. All the kids took the house, broke it down and sold the house. But because she had a $500 a month mortgage, which she got in what's the name of that program? Having a brain freeze right now. But basically, she brought it to a government assistance program. And as long as she stayed in the house, paid the mortgage up front, she was good. It wasn't Habitat House, it was another program. But Habitat is a pretty good deal too. Because you can build a house in Habitat, Humanity in Atlanta, for like less than $500 a month. And that's with insurance and everything. $500 or $550. You got kids got a backyard, 3-4 bedroom house, 2 bathrooms, all that for $500-$600. I think they went up now to the 4 bedroom, so it's like $600 now. Still ain't bad. With insurance, you don't pay no interest, none of that stuff. You're paying straight principal on the house. Like what it is. That's why most people move down there and they look at it so amazing. Your corner right there, you good. You might stand up, what's the neighborhood starting off. But generally, a lot of the people, they build in the community. That's how they do it. Everybody get together, low income people that really want to, do something in life. There you go. Yeah, man, at the end of the day, it's crazy. All about what you want. What are you willing to take to do for yourself? That's the thing that kills me. We gotta start learning that, man. All this, fighting, talking. All right, what is it doing? Why would you do millionaires? People making money. Don't get me wrong. People making money off of talking on YouTube, but they don't understand that they ain't gotta get together and build and make money. I mean, some people need to be seen. Men and women. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. I'm not saying get married to one community. Forcing people to get married, man, gonna be the worst thing ever.
you're not fit to be a man, you're not fit to be a husband or a wife, all you gonna do is cause just rich habits, end up in bad relationships, everything goes bad at the end of the day. So why force somebody to get married? If they don't want to be married, don't force them to get married. Don't force them to be in a relationship. It's only gonna make the situation worse. Ice Turner, what's going on, man? But like I said, at the end of the day, man, like I said, I'm just keep trying to pound this that I'm focusing more on money, man. Like this whole gender war, all this stuff, man. Like I get my input. I'm always going on panels talking. I'm giving a perspective from a married man. Some people give perspective from a man that's in a relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend. Some people give perspective from a single side. At the end of the day, it is what it is. You know, what are you willing to, invest into yourself? And that's why I talk about knowledge of self. You got to know what you want for yourself to actually get into a relationship and build with somebody else. And if that person doesn't know what they want, and you don't have the time or whatever to guide and work with them, why deal with them? Nobody's not perfect, but at the same time, once again, it's what you building, it's what you get out of a relationship. So in the end, like, what are you willing to, deal with in a relationship, in a story? But the main thing is getting to the money. You know, getting to the money. That's the main thing. Some people need to work extra jobs if they want those Gucci and Louis and all that stuff. We was talking about that today. Guys dressing up to look. Hey, if somebody want to be crazy enough to go get an extra part-time job, go get them Louis Vuitton stuff, that's their life. That's where they at that moment. They grow a little bit, they'll know that stuff don't mean that, or they'll keep living that life. Otherwise, what's it to you? You ain't buying it for them. If they want to be stupid or they want to be wild or whatever, how people look at it, how people buy this stuff, at the end of the day, that's on them. Just know if you choose to participate, it's the same thing. I constantly talked with a guy on the panel and stuff, got on him earlier about this. Found out he was flashing money on panels. I'm like, dude, what's that? I know, bro. I need to, yeah. Like I said, you ain't no different than a woman showing herself on the panels. You showing money. You advertising for what? What you advertising? That you got money? You advertising for dots. That's what you're doing. If you want a classy lady, you don't leave with a wallet. You can't say, man, I want a nice woman, but then you out here, putting it on for the gram. Hey, whatever you get, that's what you ask for. I don't understand that. Same thing with women. You are dressed so but then you want a good At the end of the day, man, like I say, focusing back on the money, man. I'm gonna have a real estate guy come back on, Ramon Williams, have him talk. I'm gonna have actually do a deal with a inspector. I'm gonna get Alonzo to come on my channel. We're gonna chop up a couple of videos, you know. But all in all, man, like I said, going back to it, you know, even with people, this is the catch. Even if you don't even have enough money for like $50, $100 for life insurance, you get accidental insurance. Look it up, do the research, you know, to where you can leave something to be buried, not a burden for people. Like I keep saying, I'm not having no fish fries. Only reason my family have a GoFundMe and just to cap and get more money. And personally, I will tell them if they do that, I will hunt their ass. Ain't gonna make me look like I'm broke, like the family ain't got no money. You know, if it's them, nah. Like when my grandma died, I paid for the crap. I didn't go ask the other family members, even my stupid uncles now. They ain't had no money. I wasn't gonna let my grandma go out like that. You know, she did raise me. You know, at the end of the day, I'm looking at these cats like, man, honestly, man, what you doing with yourself? Like, cut all this stuff out, man. Like, shit getting crazy, man. Like, focus on your money, build something, man. Like, at the end of the day, this nothing else need to be said. Focus on your money and build something. You know, get with people that'll help you and work with you. Start getting involved in people who make money so you can learn how to make money. Easy, what's going on, man? Yeah, start focusing on dealing with people who making money so you can get you some money. Why you sitting up here, you know, dealing with two and three broke people, and you're gonna be the fourth broke. If you want some money, you're gonna start dealing with people who got money. You know, or at least deal with people who got the knowledge on getting money. So at the end of the day, like I say, man, focus on what you want out of life. If you want bull crap, deal with people that'll do that for you. You know. Oh, okay. So you just walking in the door. Yeah, because I know you be pulling out on the gold P. So hey, man, shout out to you. Hey, I used to double up on that night shift. But yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and end this. But like I said, man, I don't even know if I'm gonna keep this up or not. But my whole focus, man, like I said, the channel's gonna be going in a different direction. Like gender war, man. Nobody's winning. At the end of the day, go get you some money. Be happy for yourself, and that's it. Funny road, just not getting ready to pull out. But like I said, start looking into stuff, man. Looking into building your credit. Like I said, my club jeweler. Go on there, buy something, put the $100 down on the membership. You get a $5,000 on your credit line. You do it every year. It rotates on your credit. $100 plus the little whatever, 150, whatever they tell you to buy some jewelry. Get somebody on as an authorized user on your credit, man. Fix your credit. Pay stuff off. You know, some of the stuff you can get it knocked off your credit because it's old. Get it knocked off. There's a lot of channels on this. You know, we keep talking about no, we was never taught this. That's not an excuse no more. Anybody that tells me I was never taught how to do this, and I'd be like, Google it right now. Look it up on YouTube. Right, there's videos. There's all types of platforms, avenues you can go on. So the excuse is dead. The problem now is putting action in. So nobody can't say no more like back in the day, man. I never learned how to start an LLC. It's online. Web type, Wix. You can go in there and get you a website built for free. Everything is self-explanatory. No more coding. That was the biggest thing with me with building a website. One of my friends is coding. Slash this and appear it in the wrong spot. You throw off the whole code. And I got in on it when they was doing the coding and the regular form on there. Over 50 and fabulous. Oh yeah, I gotta look on your channel. I know you was talking about some stuff that you had a money from one of your old jobs. I wanted to look on there and see you finish talking with the people about that. Yeah, I go and pull up on your channel every now and then. Yeah, notifications are horrible. Like if I'm not constantly seeing channels pop up on my panel, like I mean on my phone, I rarely go over and watch people channels unless I'm just actually surfing and seeing people pop up. Other than that, yeah. But But yeah, but like I said, other than that, just build your credit. You know, have that life insurance together. Talk to someone. Lonzo's on YouTube. Alonzo Hall. I'm sorry. Search on YouTube Alonzo Hall. Talk to him about life insurance. What are your options? Need life insurance. I mean, it's getting ridiculous with this GoFundMe accounts. And they're GoFunding me about everything. It's getting ridiculous. I mean, honestly, you're relying on somebody to bury your dead family members. Honestly. I don't know you. Like the one dude in the rap community, battle rapper. He had to rely on the battle rapping community to help him bury his mom. The guys who he actually promote for, he could easily been getting money from those guys to, go ahead and bury his mom real cool, quick. But it wasn't something that those guys who the promoters looked at it to give him that money. So he had to resort to GoFundMe. You know, honestly, like I said, like my grandma, that was not an issue. I had 401k. I had stocks and stuff I could pull out to, put towards that money. The biggest thing, like I said, just man, like I don't understand. Me relying on strangers to have some type of heart to give me money, they don't know me, and the people that do know me giving $5, and I might have an attitude. Oh man, that's that was your auntie. You could give more. No, nobody's not obligated to give anything. Like if that's your immediate family member, you take care of them. That's your responsibility. Their responsibility was to go ahead and have the money already in line. But because they didn't do that, they put more weight on you. Get it together, man. Don't I mean, hey, if you don't plan, you plan to fail. That's the ticket. If you don't plan, you plan to fail. You know. So I know I said I was gonna get off here earlier, so I'm jumping off now this time finally. But shout out to everybody that came, and like I said, my channel just gonna try to strictly be more along the lines of money. You know, I'm gonna still get on panels every once in a while, have the conversation with people because it needs to be had from a married man perspective. Sometime on panels, sometimes gonna have to have the conversation from dudes who might think a little different, but still work in the narrative to, certain topics. You might hear me go on panels. Some guys might be talking off the wall, whole different way. I'm not talking none of that, but I'm giving some input on certain things that happened or talked about. So, I mean, that's just the way it is. All right, we here, we go. Holla at everybody.